Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. This is Dark Knight Reviews, and today we're gonna continue with our Walmart exclusive review of the Headmasters, and this time we have Decepticon SKULLCRUNCHER. And as you can see in the box, it's basically a G1 reissue style of box. The figure itself is from the line of Titans Returns, but it's not the original box that it came the first time they came out. But this one, they did it so they can basically call the attention of people that actually likes the G1, and and they can sell it basically. And that's what it is. Now, this figure is still available at Walmart. You can actually find it at Walmart. I just saw this wave a couple days ago when I was doing Toy Hunt. And basically, yeah, I mean, randomly appears in Walmart. You can find it on the Hasbro Pulse, but I believe it's already sold out at Hasbro Pulse. So maybe you'll be able to find it at the Walmart website. You can order it, or basically, if you want to get them, they have it on eBay, but it's a second market value on it, so it's higher than you usually pay for it. So, but anyway, let's go with the review of Headmasters SKULLCRUNCHER. But before we do that, I just want to say thank you for everybody that is signing up or subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate the support. Like I said before, this is a small channel right now. We just starting with this one, but we have a lot of stuff that we can cover from Transformer side and other collectibles that we also present on this channel. So let's start with our review of Headmasters SKULLCRUNCHER. Okay, everybody, here we have a SKULLCRUNCHER out of the box already, and as usual, we're going to be looking at the box itself, which is pretty nice. That's the whole reason I got this line, is because of the box. So as you can see, there is SKULLCRUNCHER in there, and then over here we got the name of the Headmaster, which his name is Grax, as you can see in there. And let's look at the back, which is pretty cool. That's what I like about the boxes, is that artwork that they brings in the back. And as you can see in there, that's a pretty cool battle that they're having in there. Now, I don't know if they're going to come out with the rest of the figures that shows on this picture over here, but I totally would love to get this one over here. I don't know the name of them, to be honest with you. I don't know the name of the Headmasters, most of them. This one over here looks like a monkey type. So that's kind of cool. This one over here, that's like a dragon. That one seems to be cool. So we got SKULLCRUNCHER over here. We got a few ones over here that are already part of the this wave that just came out. So yeah, so hopefully they will get all the remaining characters that is on this picture over here. That'll be really nice. All right, cool. Now over here, if you can see in there, that's the figure itself and the transformation, the steps to transform, which takes more than that, but that's okay. So cool for the box. And instructions, of course, G1 style. I don't think they're Titans Return style. As you can see in there, pretty cool looking. So there you go. Not much of it. Now let's look at the alligator itself, SKULLCRUNCHER, which is really cool. I really like these figures like this. I mean, they are an animal based on, but they still keep the metal form style of robot, which is actually, it totally reminds me of Dinobots. Totally remind me of Dinobots, which is basically that's how they are. So that's kind of nice. I like that. Now, as far as this figure over here, I think they do have a similar figure in the Cyberverse line, but I don't remember the name. I don't know if it's the same one or it's a different one. But yeah, I should get that one so I can compare it with this one. But unfortunately, I can't find it anymore. It's not available anymore. At least not on the store. But I'm not planning to get it online or pay extra just for a review on that compared to this. Whoa, watch out with the tail. As you can see, the tail, it tends to fall really easily. I mean, these figures are pretty cool, but obviously they got their faults. They're old figures compared to now standards. They're totally different. But as you can see, the tail is removable, which is cool. It moves, at least. That's kind of cool. It has this little cannon over here in the back, and then the gun you can put over here, and that's kind of the tip of the tail, which is kind of cool. It keeps falling off, so we're just gonna leave it in there for right now. Anyway, yeah, I really like the color. The color is really vibrant. I don't have the original one, so I don't know what it compares to it, but you can see it's pretty cool. I really like it. So you can see in there the Decepticon logo in there. There's a transparent plastic in there, like a blue one. And then the cool thing about this one I really like is you can open them out, and if you can see the tongue in there, it's actually like a soft plastic, so it gives that realistic feeling of being a real alligator tongue. And then the teeth, which is pretty cool. I really liked it. It looks really nice. And then of course, yeah, the Decepticon logo in there. Doesn't have much movement. I mean, the only move that you can do is basically just kind of like this. You know, it's just not much of a movement with this figure. It's not really much you can do with it. I mean, you can kind of put it like that, you know, put it in different positions in that, but that's about it. That's not much about these figures. Now over here, that's where you put the Headmaster, as you can see in there, and this is kind of like a rubbing plastic, so it's a soft plastic. And then we have over here the Headmaster, which the name is Rex. There we go. So here is the Headmaster, as you can see in there. Take a look really quick. I really like the design on the head. This one is actually the much it has a better paint. I really like the red with the gold. It looks really nice. And of course, over here in the back, that backpack, which is actually the head itself. So that's kind of cool. That's really, really cool. All right, cool. Now this is a simple transformation, and this is a simple figure. So we're just gonna do a transformation really quick, and then do a comparison with other figures. I don't have anything that is kind of like animal related. The only thing that I have is the one that I have, Thunderhole, but I already showed in the previous review, so I'm just gonna skip it for that. But you can see the head kind of moves, which is kind of nice. You can put it on different positions, so I really like that. So cool. All right, let's go with the transformation for the SKULLCRUNCHER, and then we go from there. All right, let's start with the transformation of SKULLCRUNCHER. But before I do that, by the way, I just wanted to say that this figure actually reminded me of the time that Optimus Prime was transformed into an alligator. If you guys remember that G1, what is it called? G1 episode where he gets dismembered. I don't remember by who. Of course, by the Decepticons, and his head is basically just left, and the rest of his body is transformed into a alligator. And I guess his arm was actually on the top of a roof, and he was just, you know, basically shooting anything that it was on the path. But the body itself, he was converted into a alligator. I do remember that episode, which this actually reminded me of that. So I don't know if they got that idea for this figure from that, or if it's just something they come out with it. But I'm pretty sure they did thought about it, because that was kind of like, it just looks like that one. I mean, if you would put the Autobot logo in there, it just looked like that episode. All right, cool. I don't know if you guys watch it. Let me know in the comments if you guys actually remember that episode. All right, cool. Let's do transformation of SKULLCRUNCHER. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take out the Headmaster from his cockpit in there, and then we're gonna close this up. And then once we put him on the side, then we're gonna take off the tail, which is over here, very simple as you saw. And then we're just gonna work on the legs, which basically just gonna flip them like this, very easy. The feet, you can kind of keep them like that, get them all together in there, and that's about it. Now over here has a little tiny toe, which is basically what makes this thing to be hole in there. Now the body over here in the upper body, the arms, we're just gonna put them down like this, and they go like this. And we're just gonna flip the little claws in there, and we're gonna flip the hand. Again, the same thing over here, and we get the hang out. And then we're just gonna flip this thing like this, and that's basically the body in there. Looks kind of weird. Now, one thing about this figure is it's really hard to be standing, just because the feet in there does not have enough support with it. That's what I believe on this figure. Now we have the Headmaster over here, and the same thing as all the Headmasters. We're just gonna put the legs up, fold it like this, and that gives us the head right there. And we're just gonna put it over here, attach it over here, right there, and then we're just gonna flip it. Let's see, right there. There you go. And there we go. That's our figure right there. Now, as far as the accessories that comes with it comes with the gun. And I'll put him over here with his gun. I'm gonna put him over here like this. Just make him look nice. And then this over here. I'm gonna flip the hands and then go back again. The thing with this figure is that everything just flicks back and forth. So you constantly have to be changing this. Now, this over here is kind of like a shield. You can put it in here if you want. Right there. That's the little entrance in there that you can put it on. Or you can just put it, basically, it doesn't want to go in there. And it's falling apart. All right, well, does not want to work for me. So let's put it over here. Or maybe like this. Yeah, something like that, I guess. You can do it like that. I mean, instructions kind of give you that idea. Let me see. Actually, instructions tell you to put it on the hand. So you can actually put it on the hand. Sorry, I apologize for that. And there you go. Alright, so here we have SKULLCRUNCHER all transformed in his robot mode, and let's look at it really quick. And as you can see, really nice figure. As far as the head goes, it's really nice. It has that red visor in there, the gold face, black. It kind of reminds me of Grimlock with that colors in there. That's kind of cool. As you can see in there. Now this one over here is kind of nice because the head is not wobbling like the other figures. This is actually pretty tight, so that's kind of nice. Now as far as the body goes, it doesn't have much of a design of it. It's very simple design. The only thing it has in there is just that, basically. Then the rest is just just flat, nothing much in it. So yeah, it's pretty simple figure. Now as far as articulation goes, the arms can be movable. As you can see in there, the tail is basically just another weapon. The hand are movable to the sides, nothing on the wrist, but you can move actually the forearms. So the forearms are movable. The arms itself, you can move them too. Now the waist, it does have a waist movement, so that's kind of nice. That's kind of cool. Knees, they're movable too. You can do a lot of things with the knees in there. You can bend in the legs. Now as far as the feet goes, basically it doesn't have any type of ankle movement, and the only thing is this, just really tiny for this figure, really tiny feet for this figure, so it makes it really hard to stand. Sometimes you have to kind of get to a good pose where you can make it stand. Now another thing too is really loose from here because of the ball joints that it has in there, so it's really loose. So sometimes they tend to pop the legs. I'm not sure if in the original had the same issue with that. But this one, you kind of have to make it stand up a little bit. Took me a while the first time to kind of get the hang of it, because it was keep falling off every time I tried to make it stand up. So there you go. So let's put them over here, and we're gonna do a size comparison of it. Let's make it stand up a little bit straight. Let's see, it wants to fall down. There you go. Kind of like that. It works. Now, comparison. I don't know what the scale of these ones are. To be honest with you, I think they used to call them Legend, which used to be a deluxe class. Now, this is with the budget class. Here we have Soundwave, which is from Siege. As you can see in there, a much bigger figure, much more complicated, and as far as the transformation. And here we have a Kingdom figure, which is a much more recent mold, as far as with A Racer. And that's a deluxe class. As you can see, it's kind of in between. It doesn't too high, not too low, so it's kind of in between deluxe and a budget class as far as our standards from today. So there we go. All right, cool. Let's finish out this review, and we're gonna be done with it. All right, with this we finish up our review of SKULLCRUNCHER, Headmaster of Transformers Titans Returns, but this one is Walmart exclusive that comes with a G1 style retro box on it. So yeah, it's pretty cool figure. Honestly, not much to it. Just all these figures are basically just really basic figures. They're from the Titans Return line, which was basically, it's kind of like kind of like G1's style transformation. Very simple, very simplistic transformation. Now, cool characters. I tell you that they're really cool characters. The animals characters, I really like them. So far, they're pretty nice looking at it. There's not much articulation of it, but you know what? It's fine. I mean, you already know what they are. So if you get in it, basically that's because you just want either the box, like I wanted just the box, or you just want those figures just to kind of add it to your collection. So now you can find this one at Walmart, like I said before. They were at Hasbro Pulse, but I just checked last time and they actually sold out on it. So the only chance is if you're lucky, you probably get it on one of the Walmart stores. I mean, you can check their website and see where you can find them, what stores nearby you can find it. Other than that, just eBay or any of the second marketplaces, Facebook maybe. Somebody might want to sell them in there. But yeah, I mean, that's basically is about it, about these figures now. All right, cool. Now, if you got any comments, just leave it in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give it a like, thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next review. Have a great day. Bye-bye.